Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. I am back in the U.S., back from Europe. Before that, less than a week, I think, in El Salvador. So the trips are starting to roll again. I'm so far in the hole right now with editing videos. It's going to be a while before I put it all out. And this trip, of course, I went out of my way to do little short clips. A few I'll share here, but I didn't get to do the best clips because it turns out I have a 200 megabyte limit as to what I can put on this video stream. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is my live for July 27th, 2021.
Hey, what, gentlemen, right now you're watching DC Born Rob on YouTube.
That's right. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Rob Christian, also known as DC Born Rob or DC Rob. I answer to them all. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I am just back from Europe. Only went to 2 countries this trip. We went to France and then to Greece, and a couple of different locations in Greece, and I'll go over that in a second. And in France, we went to Paris. And I mean, this is my lady and I. Hope it's not too much of a reflection here. Was a good trip. Was a long trip. Let me tell you, it was a long trip. So we started off, we left Houston. We headed, well, actually, she left the day before because she has the opportunity to fly on Delta on a family rate. So I'm like, why don't you just go ahead? I mean, we'll meet up when we get there. So she went ahead to Atlanta and she was going to New York and she was going to fly out of there. I was leaving from Houston and I was going to Atlanta and then have a quick switch over there. And it was a quick turnaround too. So I get off one plane, I start running to the other one. I'm thinking, Catherine's already told me she's, 2 hours in the air. Talk to you then. Love you soon. Safe travels. Okay. I land in Atlanta and I rush to the airport and I get all the way to the gate and she's there. She waited on me and exchanged our tickets and got us better seats and so on so we could sit together. So it was a good trip. So I ended up, we ended up flying together all the way to France, to Charles de Gaulle. Man, this airport is straight nuts. I thought Atlanta was busy. Charles de Gaulle is straight crazy, especially when you want to fly out. That's a whole nother issue too. But I ended up leaving the airport and we took 1, 2, 3 trains. This was one of those trips where we took planes, trains, automobiles, jet skis, 4-wheelers, fast craft, the boats, to get from Athens to Santorini. It was crazy, let me tell you. So we went from there to, we got off at Charles de Gaulle, took 1, 2, or 3. I just followed her through the train system. She had it on her phone and she stepped us through it. So I was just following along. Meanwhile, remember, we're backpacking, so we're carrying this stuff and it's getting kind of heavy. But we made it to maybe 3 blocks from our Airbnb, and then we walked over to, not an Airbnb, to our hotel. We walked to our hotel and got to our hotel. Hotel was small. It was nice. It was decent. Bread is everywhere in France, so that's what they had for breakfast, which was pretty good. I mean, if I give France props for anything, it was props for the bread. That's what I'll give Paris props for. And the buildings and the history, a beautiful country, beautiful, beautiful country. Some people are going to get mad at me for what I'm going to say about Paris. Can only speak about Paris. Lots of sights to see, the Champs-Élysées, the Arch, the Seine, which is the lake that goes through, or river that goes through the city, the Eiffel Tower. We went up in the Eiffel Tower. We had a blast. I actually have a few videos. This is, I think this one's at the top of the Eiffel Tower. Again, encouraging you to travel. We're at the top of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. You need to make this trip. Get out, check it out. Okay. So we got around quite a bit. We did a lot in a few days' time for each city that we were in. But in Europe, we went from there walking around. The city it's absolutely beautiful. The weather was incredible. It was cool, so you had to have a light jacket sometimes until the sun came out and then burned your head. Got to see a few scams taking place. Got to see people rip off. Oh man, I have video on that too. And I can point out exactly not how they did it was instead of 3-card Monte, it was the ball that they, 3 cups in a ball. Find the ball, find the ball, find the ball, pay the ball, find the ball, whatever they're yelling out. And we watch people get scammed left and right. And you don't realize, and I learned this years ago in New York. I got for $40. That was my learning experience. I think it was like early 20s. And I went up to Manhattan from DC just for the weekend. And I got. So I learned ever since then. And I knew the moment they got me, I knew, wait a minute, all these people are together. Same thing there. I don't know if they're gypsies or what, but when you stop and look, you start to realize everybody here looks the same, male, female. And they're just looking for one mark. So it's a group, somebody wins, they pay the person, they cheer, yay, yay, yay. Everybody goes crazy. The crowd goes crazy. It's like 10, maybe 15 of them. And you don't realize within that 10, 15 is 1 or 2 marks. So they're out to get you. And we actually saw somebody, it was an Indian couple. I saw the guy and I have video of it too. When he put his foot on the cup, it was like, okay, I got it. 600 euro. 600 euro is rough, bro. 600 euro is tough. So that was a $700 and something lesson for him to learn. His girlfriend or wife started crying. I asked them, did they lose it? Yeah, but I didn't want to record them to tell their story because they were a little disappointed to say the least. Anyway, we were there. We were in France for a few days. Let me give you some positives and some negatives. The positives, the weather. The weather was incredible. The sights. There's just so many things to do. And I would always encourage you, if you're not familiar with the city, try to get on a hop-on, hop-off bus if you can, like this one. So you go by all the palaces, you go over the river a few times, past Notre Dame, past, I forgot the complex where the Mona Lisa and all that stuff is, the Louvre. And, we got off, we walked all around. We did a lot in a few days' time, a lot. And guess what? I got got by a bank. I've heard this story, people putting their card in the ATM and no money coming out. I say that never happened to me. And, and for me, I stress over $400. Well, it was 300 euros. So 300 euros ended up being $183. Okay. I mean, what did I say? 380 something dollars. So 300 euros equals 380 something dollars, US dollars. So money doesn't come out. You get that feeling, that $400 loss feeling. So I'm stressing. I have a few people in the room. Nobody's commented yet, but if I can I got 18 people in the room. If I can get 18 likes, please, like as best you can. Much appreciated. Any questions about the trip, go ahead and throw it out too, and I'll get to the comments as best I can. Anyway, so yeah, the money just don't come out the bank. And then, it says cancel, gives me a receipt. And the next time it did it, nothing happened. So I ended up walking away now. And now, you got that in your head, wondering, did that come out of my account? Walk up the street. We start having lunch. And before the food even comes, I go back to the bank because I checked my card and it said that it had been taken out of the bank. So I went back to the bank. Turns out you could go inside. I did it on the street. I don't recommend doing it on the street, but that's all they had. And that's all I saw, not realizing one of the doors around the corner was the bank. So I went inside and tried to talk to them. The language barrier is rough. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to piss some people off because what I'm going to say on France, is one place ever that I did not ever want to go back to in my life. That was Montreal. They were French speaking. I'm not saying there's a tie, but the rudeness of these people was insane. Rude, straight rude. And that bank, I don't know who she was. She wasn't a manager, but the first person I could, I'm knocking on the door. Excuse me, can somebody help me? And then, if I got to hear French one more time, I'll lose my freaking mind. I was, now I'm at the point where I'm fighting becoming American, because I can be American and Americans can be a-holes and we can get a little aggressive. And I come from DC anyway, where I grew up aggressive. Now I'm a whole lot calmer. So I don't want to go there because it's not going to do me any good anyway. So I'm trying to be patient. I ended up speaking to another guy who brought the manager over, and they're like, "Oh, it'll probably be dropped tomorrow." I'm like, "Look, go look at the cameras. You got to look at the cameras. At least look at the film right now. See, the money did not come out, and it came out of my account." Stress, dude, stress. So $380 something. I call my bank, and now they'd have to send me some form. It may take 10 to 28 days. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm just out for $100, at least until I can get it back. Why even stress over? But the rudeness of it, and I missed one of the better meals we had there. It had gotten cold by the time I got there, which was still good. So we had to come back again because that turned out to be my favorite one. But I did get got, and it can happen to anybody, really. But when you're in France, you know what you want. You want the best French food you can get, right? So here you go. We're going to have the real French experience. Look, French fries. French fries in France. Doesn't get more French than that. And what the hell? What did we order?
Avocado French toast.
Avocado toast. But what's the salad and the egg and? I don't know. We're gonna work this out though. Hopefully it's good. So as you see, everywhere around town, they sit on the street. There'll be a tiny little crack, and buildings are beautiful. But all the seats, maybe 4 or 5 rows of seats and tables, and they're all facing the middle. Like one side of the street is facing the other side, looking at each other. And cars come right by with the films like a foot from you. It's a trip. Again, the positive, the weather. You can sit outside and you can eat, and there wasn't a lot of bugs, hardly any really, from what I can recall. But the negative, man, the smokers. It's at least, I'm guessing 40% of the people there smoke. So you're sitting outside, yeah. You got nice weather, yeah. There's no bugs, yeah. But they're going to smoke. And if you like me and you smell smoke while you are eating, it'll make you sick. And you can't enjoy your meal. So, and don't you know, we go to a restaurant and, well, let me show you. Still in France, still in Paris, France. My baby here, but look in the background. That's our server smoking cigarettes before she brings us our food, knowing that we moved because they were smoking near us. What's wrong with this picture? No, really. What's wrong with this picture? Let's leave. So there were pluses and minuses, and one of the minuses was the smoke. Again, get on the hop on, hop off, no matter where you go. We did it in Athens also. We got to see a few of the sites. The sites there weren't that, there's the Acropolis. Boom, right in the middle of the city. So you got to do that. And we did do that. But we went up in the Eiffel Tower the next day. I have video of a lot of stuff. I have video of a lot of people getting scammed. Again, just didn't realize I had a 200 megabyte per video here. So I can't show you them right now, but I have so much that I'm so far in the hole on videos. I need help. Anybody want to help? Anybody good at editing that likes to take videos and make better videos out of it? Please email me. By the way, so then we end up going to Athens. And, travel is a trip. Travel is stress. So do your research before you get to the airport, because it turns out there was another app, like the CheckMig app for Colombia. There's I don't know what acronym, SNMP. I don't know, SMP, whatever it was. And she kept saying, fill out that, you make this. And again, that French voice, chanton, don, with that attitude, chanton, don, redon, locaton, pon, un, deux, trois. Man, and Catherine's filling this out real quick, and she's stressing. So I'm trying not to say anything because then it's gonna get worse. And she tries it and it don't work. Tries it, we take it back up. No, that's not it. Ton, chon, ron, paton. Actually, that lady was pretty nice, but still, don't wrong. In other words, get back out of line. And we got like an hour before our flight. So, and we haven't even gone through security, and we don't even know what that's like. Anyway, 2-3 attempts later, maybe, Catherine got it done. Okay, what's your passport number? Okay, I got to look this up. Okay, what's this? What's your address again? What's your phone number? Anyway, anybody have any symptoms of this? Been around anybody with that? You know, it's all type of COVID stuff. The good thing is, for most of the places that you go, like Paris and Greece, like France and Greece, if you have a vaccine card and just carried a vaccine card with us, we know that stuff can be forged, but we had our real one because we have been vaccinated. So, and in Greece, they ask you, you know, we got asked in Santorini, what's your, you know, do you have a card with you? Anyway, so we did go to, where am I? We did go from there to Athens. Got to Athens 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:15. I think we got to our place at 3:15 in the morning, and we thought we were in Compton. All the buildings and businesses had been closed. You know, they have those little pull down the metal doors, almost like your garage door. So they all pull it up and lock it up, and everything, graffiti's all on the outside. And our room is right above one of those. So we're like, okay, we're long travel, you know, 4.5 hours to get there. We got to our apartment, and it wasn't, we built the expectations higher than it was supposed to be. Like just minimal stuff, but collectively was enough to get us. And because we were tired too, and it was 3:30 in the morning, and we thought we were, you know, in Watts, we were in the hood. So, but when we woke up and I went downstairs to get Guido, by the way, here's another negative about Paris. The euro sucks. The euro sucks versus the dollar. And if you want a hamburger, and I'm using hamburger because, okay, you know, you can get a hamburger for $6, $7, $8 in the US. Hamburger is $28. Okay, yeah, it came with fries. Okay, $28 to $32 is best. And I looked at each menu so I could see, okay, and not just that, anything that you want to buy is just absurd. And you know that, okay, so $30 for a burger is actually 36 US dollars. And this is just insane to be 3 meals a day. I mean, I eat more than 3 meals a day. So that was a negative. When we got to Greece, my first meal was two gyros, and it cost like €6. I was like, whoa, okay. I know where I'm going for lunch. We did go back too, but we had something different at a different Greek restaurant. Greek salad, gyro, souvlaki, man, awesome food in Greece. Awesome food in Greece. We got to go up to the Acropolis. Let me show you. One more time. This doesn't encourage you to travel. This type of view, it's unbelievable. I was thinking earlier, which had the better view. We discussed it last night, whether it was Lake Atitlan. City-wise would be Antigua, which was my favorite city. It's still my favorite city overall. But as far as views and just the weather, it's incredible. Look at this. We're right in the middle of it. You got to travel. Get out of your city. Get out of your state. Get out of your country if you can. We have mussels coming too. Okay, that was actually a mistake. That was Santorini. That was the next place we went. Let me show you from the Acropolis. Hey, we're halfway up. What do you think so far?
Do not come early and pay for the extra stuff when you can come later, right? For the
exactly.
What is it
don't pay to skip the line.
Yeah.
If you're coming later in the day, because there's not as many people out here. There's still a lot of people, as you can see, though, so it's hard to get a shot with just you in it. But yeah, if you're gonna come later in the day, don't pay that extra money for it, and bring some type of shoes that aren't as slippery, because it's like they want you to fall. It just tilts all of a sudden too. Not only is it marble, but it tilts, and each one is slippery. And I'm wearing Solomon. Yeah, so it was marbles everywhere. Marbles on the streets, on the sidewalk, in your apartment, in your hotel, in your Airbnb. You're going to see marble everywhere. And so all of that huge, and people just walking on it daily. I guess makes it even smoother. So if it gets the slightest bit of moisture, and we did see, I'm waiting for somebody to go down. I didn't want to see, you know, I didn't want to hope anybody went down, but I knew somebody was going to go down at some point. So, and recording long enough, but I didn't catch it. As soon as I stopped my camera, somebody, boom, ah, oh, and I know that hurt, because if you falling, first of all, then falling on marble with them sharp stairs, she kept rubbing her. Yeah, you know, I know she was in pain. Probably more embarrassed too, but anybody could have fallen up there. I mean, come on, it's how many 100 years old or 1,000 years old? It's before Christ, so it's been up there for a while. All the columns, it was absolutely beautiful though. It's just difficult to get a picture, you know, with some people holding up their camera for 30 seconds. Okay, let me, okay, dude, click the button. Click a bunch of them, and then you got to get one of them. Go look at it and come back. But the best views, of course, you got more people trying to stand in front of the places, but absolutely beautiful and a must visit too. I have some awesome video coming of that, and from City's Inn, like a place we had a restaurant that overlooked the entire Acropolis. Beautiful. So it's the Acropolis, the whole site, and then the Parthenon's inside it. Amazing structures, though. Of course, they're in ruin. So to see so much still standing after thousands of years, it's incredible. It's incredible. But good time. People, I wouldn't say are, you know, in France, my experience was, I would say they were rude for the most part. It's just the way it is. If you're from France, that's just the way I see it. Remember, everything that comes on this channel is just a point of view. The point of view from me, from my life experiences, from being from DC, I have a point of view. From being black, I have a point of view. From being a man, I have a point of view. From being an American, I have a point of view. So when I go there, and being my age, 58 years old, I have a point of view. So that view is going to be different from somebody 21 years old. So there's no hate intended by it. It's just I'm giving you my point of view. I'm telling you from what I saw. Jean bon temps under trois. Oh man, and I had to stay in Paris one night yesterday before I came back, and now I'm leaving tomorrow again. But that's domestic. But boy, if I had to hit that one more, and then the whole air flight, all the way. Don't watch a movie in the first 20 minutes, especially if you don't want to hear them talk. Because God, oh my God, you start watching this movie. This is because it's going to take half our load. You don't already start your movie. Here they come. And you can't understand the word they're saying. And just and then as soon as they stop, the movie goes back, you know, because it pauses the movie. What you gonna do? Ain't nothing you can do. So just chill out and, you know, just wait it out. But I'm telling you, don't start watching the movie, especially if you don't want to hear them talk, and you don't even know what they're saying. Then they talk for 5 minutes, and then they give the English version. Yes, put your seatbelts on. Oh, okay. I know you didn't just say all that in 5 minutes, and now you just put your seatbelt on. I think they know more about what's going on than me. Anyway, so we're in Athens. We had good Greek meals. I thought I had a meal here, but I didn't get to load it. So from there, from Athens, we go to where do we go? We take the fast craft early in the morning and head over to Santorini. And I think I must have turned off. Comments, because normally I would have had comments by now. While I'm here, just give me a second. Let me see if I can. And I'm probably not going to have access to that while I am here. And it's in the setup somewhere. But anyway, so we go from there. We take the fast craft, which was cool. 4 hours. It stopped at a few different islands, you know, Mykonos, somewhere else. And then it takes off again. And it's I wouldn't call it luxury, but, you know, we were upstairs in the, I don't know, business section or whatever. We were like in the middle section, you know, seats facing each other with a table in the middle, but the seats were comfortable, but we both have sciatica, so it was an issue for us. But we ended up taking the fast craft. We got off there. By the time we got off, when you walk off, all the people, and I have video of all this, all the people walking off, you see, guessing, I don't know if Catherine's watching now, maybe 60, 70 people out. Jones holding signs, Jones, Jones, Jones. And you got to find your name. We ended up finding it, and the driver was there, take us to our place. The spa, and Catherine picked all these places and took care of all of this. The spa was the bomb, built into the side of the mountain in Santorini. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Here is a quick shot of from the restaurant at the spa. Absolutely beautiful. Check this out.
Hello.
You waited. Absolutely incredible. You know, no matter where we go in the world, all the different countries we've been to and so on, we try to pick best view from a hotel, Airbnb, or whatever. This beat Lake Atitlan in Guatemala. Guatemala, we was on the patio of an okay hotel, but the balcony was just with breakfast and the food that was brought to us, which was good, and being able to look over the lake in its silence and see three different volcanoes and boats and people going back and forth. Oh, incredible. But Santorini, by far, beats that. Beats the Airbnb we had in Dubai, the Airbnb we had in Costa Rica. I'm trying to think of all the views we've had. The boathouse in West Texas, we've stayed in a lot of places, so we have to narrow it down. But this had the best view, let me tell you, the best view we've ever had from an Airbnb or hotel. And this was a hotel. The hotel was nice. I'm going to show you the walk up. The lady that ran the place was on the ball. Anytime you needed anything, she was right there. Or you need a ride, she got your ride. You need to go get the test, or we can have a doctor come over. And Catherine had already made an appointment for, I think, it was $30 to get the rapid, which was nuts. I got video of that too, straight nuts. And people there are more aggressive and not as friendly too than, it didn't matter, Greece or in Paris. People were not as friendly. They would jump in line. They would jump ahead. Excuse me. And then they'll just stop once they get close to the front. Wait. Did we just see that? A couple people got pushed back from it, but it doesn't matter. Male, female, kids, dogs, pets, it don't matter. They're going to push ahead of you. So, I learned when in Rome, do as a Roman. So I didn't feel bad about stepping in front of a lady or whatever. Okay, if that's how the game is played, let's play. Okay, because I can do that too. But absolutely beautiful place. People were more businesslike, not to the point where they're friendly. I wouldn't say that Greek people are friendly. I'm sorry. I hope I don't upset anybody who's Greek, but they were very business oriented, and it wasn't, it was more matter of fact. Okay, this and that, and yes, and this and that. Okay, there you go. But the spa, incredible. Our room, incredible. From there, okay, I need to get a four-wheeler. She found that for me. Okay, I got the place. We were looking for it online. All of a sudden, no, I know. Let me go. And she'll get on the phone. And it's in Greek. I know where it's all the same. It's all Greek comes from because we didn't understand a word of it. Matter of fact, the lady on the airplane who was talking and on the boat, we could have swore she was drunk. And then again, we couldn't. And then when they said, I'm saying when she's talking in English, we thought she was drunk. We couldn't understand what she was saying. But anyway, so we take, we took a fast craft over there. We're at the spa. The spa is nice. We're waiting on the room. And we just go around. It's just a very picturesque place, though. Here's another view from Santorini. This view does not encourage you to travel. I don't know what will. This is amazing. It's definitely probably the most picturesque place I've ever been. I don't know about Catherine, but I've never seen anything like this.
You waited.
How about for a view? And then the most popular time of day, sunset. Man, it doesn't matter where you are on the island. There are people on that side of the street. You know, like if the fireworks are downtown and you're near it, you pull along the side of the highway. Everybody's pulling over, stopping because they want to see that beautiful sunset. Of course, you can watch the sunrise and sunset from one, place. We could look out one side of our building and see the other. But here's a short of the sunset. The number one thing to do in Santorini, take pictures. That's right. Take pictures. There were so many places to take pictures, and that's all everybody was doing is taking pictures, taking pictures, taking pictures, taking pictures in your pictures, waiting for you to move so they can take a picture. So beautiful place, picturesque. Now we also did four-wheeling. I couldn't get the video on here because it's too big, but because they were some large files, I put the chest thing on, I hit start, and I just went on through. So that was fun, especially when you can hit the gas. Gas was a little different on that one. That was the lever. Instead of like this, you pull the lever. So this finger's sore. Then we did jet skiing where this finger's sore. Matter of fact, let me show you jet skiing.
Here we go. We're following a boat, so. Oh, it is.
Okay, so this water was calm because we were going relatively slow, just pulling out. Once we got out there and he just started zipping away, I said, let me catch up with him. And then all hell broke loose. We were all over the place. His wake was wide and it was at least 3 foot. So when we hit the waves, bang, bang. Catherine's on the back, bless her soul. She held on. She's like, I'm a hold on. I hope you are holding on. You should have been holding on the four-wheeler too. And this one's the thumb. So now your thumb is sore as you're going. So, but it was all over the place. You can't guide it unless you give it gas. So make sure you give it gas. So we're out there and there's another couple out there too. And I have an interview with them, with the husband. They were from Saudi. Nice couple. The girl actually was riding that and she was rolling on it too. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy. You always have to give it gas because if you come off of it and you go, oh, it's going too fast, then you'll just lose, direction. You only have direction when you hit the gas. So we saw some beautiful places though. The beach was nice. The beach was where that took off. It was a nice little beach area. And it was black sand. I'd never seen black sand before.
So things fell through for my last reservation for snorkeling and kayaking to watch the sun go down. But the lady that runs our hotel and spa hooked us up with jet skis, so I'm cool with that. And we are here way on the other side of the island. But that's not that far. It's actually black sand beach. I've never seen a black sand beach before. I guess it's volcanic ash. But we are here waiting for Crazy Larry. Crazy Sports. Let's see. Hello.
Hi.
That is right. That was an awesome experience. The entire trip was an awesome experience. I'm not going to continue on much longer because somehow I screwed up on the comments. So I'm not even sure how you are seeing it, but thank you guys for watching. I'm going to have a lot of videos to come out soon, a lot more on the brothers. Remember the brothers who are held in an Ecuadorian prison. And again, I say they're guilty. We've had a couple of people give comments to say, I say they're not guilty. I've seen a couple of people have comments to say that they were guilty and, oh no, not that they were guilty, but how do you know they're not? Well, because there's a whole lot more that we know that you don't know. And there's a whole lot more that we're going to put out soon that we're just holding on to right now because for legal reasons, it just makes more sense. I mean, when you look at things such as the prosecutor that they had was actually, I don't know if he was disbarred, but he was removed from office after that for making a couple of things, doing a couple of things that he shouldn't have done. There's a lot more to this case, again, that we're not saying. So make sure you stay tuned for that. There's going to be more video with the brothers too. They're in a situation that you hope you don't find in as travelers, as American expats who have taken the chance and taken that leap to move to another country. So I'm glad you can't comment right now for those who want to say, well, why you want to leave the U.S. anyway? That drives me crazy. Why you want to travel? Why people have to leave the country? Why, because travel changes who you are for the better. Learning different cultures changes you. You learn more about the world. You realize that bubble you've been living in is not all there is. And so I encourage you always to travel. And the same with Timothy Reed. That's a whole nother story. There's more too, and I need to speak to the Reeds before I comment. But, people are taking that chance and that leap, and I encourage you to do it wherever. These are anomalies. What happened to Mr. Reed and what happened to the Stevenson brothers. These are anomalies. This is not the norm for expats when they leave. Again, I've told you many times, I feel like I got treated better, more outside the country than in. And that's most places. Wasn't Europe. But that's not because I'm black or anything. It's just because I'm American, and that's just how it is. And because I don't speak the language. And you hear Americans here say, don't come here unless you can speak the language. Learn the language before you come here. Well, I went there and I didn't speak French. Okay, je m'appelle Robert. That's all I know. And then I'm out. And I have to tell people, I'm sorry, I don't. The best part was when one guy at the Eiffel Tower asked me, he said, you don't speak. I said, I'm sorry, I don't speak French. He said, you speak Spanish? I said, yeah, what? He said, whatever he told me, I was like, oh, now I understand. I felt comfortable again. So learning the language of your host country is important. But it was an awesome trip. Catherine's still out on the road. I had to come back because I'm going out for tomorrow for business. So we're keeping it moving. Not a lot of free time available. I need to get caught back up with the brothers, caught back up with the Reeds. And big thanks always to the gentleman who is helping me. If you don't have an O, you need an O in your life. Let me tell you something to help you. I and the brothers are aware of him and their dad, and the Reeds are aware of him and what he's done in both cases. 10-1 what I've done versus what he's done legally, and just documentation and just all around support and assistance. This man is phenomenal. So, if you're watching, man, thank you, brother, so much. I'm sure the brothers are appreciative of you, and I'm sure the Reeds are as appreciative of you too. He's still been in contact with them daily the whole time I was gone. I did the best I could, keeping in touch, getting caught up. I'm caught up now, just not on the comments. So I apologize for not getting to the comments as best I could. Most of the time I had no internet, and then when I had it, it was crappy. And then when I had it, it was at the spa, and we were chilling for a few minutes before we headed back out doing something else. But a lot of videos to come. A lot more videos on the brothers. I'll do a couple of update videos. Hopefully within a week. I'm back Wednesday from my business trip. So back at it. Guys, travel. That's my goal of this video and all of my videos, to encourage you to travel. Changes who you are for the better. I truly believe. Thanks again for watching. I'm going to end it here.